Hello everybody, and welcome to the very first video in my Yooka-Laylee guide. So this video will include everything that you can possibly get in World 1 Tribalstack Tropics before expanding it. This includes 13 Pagies, 126 Quills, and the Pirate Treasure. I won't be including the Ghost Riders in this video, since you can't get the last one until after you expand it. So I'll just include all that in the second video. In order to complete everything in this part, you will actually need to get a few moves from different areas in the game first. So these moves are Glide from Hivory Towers, Lizard Leap from Glitterglaze Glacier, and Bubble Buddy from the Archive in Hivory Towers, which you can't actually get until you get at least one Pagie in Glitterglaze Glaciers. So if you're here just to look for one certain Pagie or one group of Quills or whatever, please just use the timestamps in the description to jump to a certain section. But without any further ado, let's jump right into it. The first Pagie is found right to the right from where you start. You have to go talk to this skeleton who's being boiled in a pot. I don't know, kind of weird, but you gotta talk to her. Then you get attacked by these little minions, and once you kill them, she'll give you a Pagie. You don't actually save her from the pot. Right after you get the Pagie, she still stays in that pot. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but yeah, just kill the minions and you'll get that Pagie. For the next Pagie, you have to go and talk to this cloud that's right after the bridge from the entrance. He, or actually it looks like a she, I don't know, whatever it is, it challenges you to a race around this canal, and it's pretty easy. All you have to do is reptile roll through the whole thing while making sure you get through the hoops. You might run out of energy, and then he'll pass you pretty quick, but if you get the butterflies in the right spots, you will not run out of energy, since one butterfly will recover your whole energy bar. Might take a couple of tries, but it's pretty simple if you've got some experience. For the next Pagie, you need to go into the Tribalstack Forest area and talk to that pig. Basically, he tells you to go talk to his friends, and each time you talk to one of his friends, they give you a clue to go find the next thing that you need to find. So that first one, as you can see, is located right by that village thing. So you just talk to him, and then he tells you to go behind that arcade. Then he tells you to go underneath Rampo's temple, which is right over here. And then you'll just get access to the Pagie. Something to keep in mind with this Pagie, though, is that if you start the quest and then you leave the world before you finish it, you'll actually have to start it over. So if you talk to one of the guys and he says, go talk to the next person, but you leave instead, the next person will not be there for the next time you enter the world. You have to start it all over again. So yeah, just something to keep in mind with this Pagie. For the next Pagie, you'll need to go to the Tribalstack Forest again and talk to this little Pagie Shard who wants you to find 3 of his pieces, I guess. So that first one is just right there to the left from where you talked to the first Pagie. Then the next one is in these barrels right here. Not as obvious, but still pretty easy to find. Then the last one, you can actually see it right there in the video. It's just right on top of this little section, little rock formation thing. You can actually just jump there from here, and there you go. Now all you have to do is go talk to the first Pagie, and he himself will turn into a Pagie, and you can collect him. Pretty simple. For the next Pagie, you'll need to first purchase the 2 abilities, Buddy Slam and Slurp Shot from Trouser. And then, obviously it looks like, you know, this is where Trouser is at. So what you need to do is Buddy Slam these 4 squares in the corners so that you can let light into the Duke's temple. Then you'll need to go into the Duke's temple and he will have a little mini game for you. Which all it is you gotta suck up these frost berries and shoot the targets. I think it's like 5 or 6 of them that you need to hit before he'll, you know, deem you worthy enough to collect his Pagie. It is actually really easy. I mean, if you're not used to shooting and aiming at things, it might be a little bit difficult, but I don't think there is a time limit at all, so yeah, it's not bad at all. To get the next Pagie, you'll need to solve somewhat of a puzzle, I guess. Basically, come over to this little tile thing over on the other side of the temple, and looks like you have, I thought it said 21 seconds right away to hit the tiles up on the top in order from left to right. It's definitely possible to fail at it by you know, running out of time, but if you kind of know where the tiles are at before you start, it's not hard at all. Just gotta kind of know where they're at. So yeah, that's how you get that Pagie. The next Pagie is located towards the front of the zone, and you'll first need to purchase the Sonar Shot ability. So what you do is you shoot your thing at that sleeping totem, and the invisible platforms will appear. And once you do that, all you need to do is just jump on the platforms and keep going up, and the Pagie is right there inside of a KG. The next Pagie is located kind of towards the back of the map, between Duke's Temple and that mountain with the face on it. All you have to do is step on this switch here and then go through the hoops in 14 seconds, I think is what it said. And then the Pagie will unlock, or the KG will unlock to get the Pagie. For the Dr. Puzz Pagie, you will need to first collect the Mollycool, which is of course located on the second floor of the Duke's Temple. Just jump across the platforms and grab it. Then you'll need to go down to the location that Dr. Puzz is in, which is, you know, pretty much right below the temple on the ground level. once you have transformed into the plant thing or whatever, you'll need to go down to this area and talk to this plant dude. He will tell you that he wants you to fertilize 6 of his brothers or something like that. I don't know. Seems pretty sexual, but just go with it. Right here, I would actually probably recommend pushing these boxes or breaking these boxes before you transform yourself. Obviously, you can still push them away, but it just takes kind of a long time. It's not a big deal, I guess, but it's kind of annoying to have to push them away as a plant because you're pretty physically disabled at that point. But yeah, that's how you get the Dr. Puzz Pagie. For the Rextro Pagies, you will first, of course, need to get to the play coin, which is located in the man-made section of the canal, literally right below the arcade that, Rextro controls. So yeah, here's how you get that. Once you have collected the coin, just go up above the ground where the arcade is at, talk to Rextro, and he will let you play his game. So this game is called Kartos Karting. Basically the objective is to complete 5 laps in a certain amount of time. So something to keep in mind here is that you actually can get 2 Pagies doing this minigame. Basically, you need to first beat it in under 5 minutes. Then you need to beat it in under 2.5 minutes. You need to beat the high score, which is Rextro's score, of course. Now, the first time around, completing it in under 5 minutes is very easy. You can fall in the water as much as you want, almost. One thing I would recommend though is right at this spot, dodge that speed boost because it's definitely faster to go across that kind of a zigzag bridge where those bees are at or whatever those bugs are. I don't know what they are. But yeah, definitely try to dodge that speed boost right before the bridge. This one right here. Just because it's a lot harder to go across the bridge if you're going really fast, obviously. But yeah, other than that, I wouldn't really recommend doing any strategy. Just, be in control of the cart, I guess. It's really not that hard once you get used to it. But yeah, it might take you a few tries, especially for the second part of the Pagie, where you have to complete it in under 2.5 minutes. But yeah, once you do the first one, you have to do the second one. You can't do the first one in under 2.5 minutes and then get 2 Pagies at the same time. It'd be nice if you could do that, but of course you gotta do it twice. So once you do that, you'll get 2 Pagies. For this Pagie, you will first need to either get the Flappy Flight ability or the Lizard Leap ability. I am doing this with the Lizard Leap ability just because you can get it sooner in the Glitterglaze Glacier World 2. But yeah, it's on top of the Duke's Temple, and you gotta talk to that sign guy first. And your goal is to get on the highest pillar. It can be a little bit tricky, might take you a few tries. I know it took me a few tries. But yeah, just follow the steps you see here on the video and you will get it in no time. It's probably actually a lot easier to get this Pagie with just the Flappy Flight ability, But of course, I don't have that move yet, so I went ahead and did it with just the Lizard Leap ability. Not too hard once you get up there. For this Pagie, you will need to have the Bubble Buddy ability, which you actually get in the archive in Hivory Towers, but you need to have at least one Pagie from Glitterglaze Glacier first. But anyway, you just go into this pool that's right in the back of the map, and you pound that, or you use Buddy Slam on that switch, and the Pagie will want you to stop the current. And all you need to do is find the switch kind of towards the back of this little cave type thing, and use Buddy Slam on that, and that will stop the current, and the Pagie will stop wherever he is at the time you hit the switch, and you just go and collect him. Now, some guides will tell you that there are Quills back by that switch. However, clearly there are none there. I think that it was just an earlier version of the game that had them there for whatever reason. But yeah, no Quills right there at this time. So for the Quill section, I'm not going to be going through a step-by-step guide on where all of these are at. I'll just kind of let the video play, and if you can't find some or don't know where they're at or whatever, you can jump through the video. Just one thing that you probably should know is that there are a total of 126 of these available before expanding. So if you're like me and you want to get everything you can before expanding, yep, 126 of them before expanding. The pirate treasure is located at one of the back walls on Rampo's temple. Yeah, just go to this corner. You can drop down there from above and jump right into that little hole in the wall, and there you go.